Heyo, EC here, and today we're going to be talking about Super Mario 3D Land, and could we see this game come to the Nintendo Switch in the future? So let's get into it. So for those who don't know, Nintendo seems to be on a bit of a porting sort of remake sort of spree at the minute, where they're remaking and remastering a bunch of classic games. They've mainly done games so far from the GameCube, but they've also announced that Luigi's Mansion 2, a 3DS game, subtitled Dark Moon in many countries, including my own, has been confirmed to be coming to the Switch. Now, this is a big deal because Luigi's Mansion is obviously a widely popular Mario sub-franchise, but then we also got to ask another question. Could we see Super Mario 3D Land come to the Nintendo Switch? Now, hear me out. Super Mario 3D Land is the most forgotten 3D Mario platformer, and that's because it wasn't on a mainline console. With the 3DS being a handheld, this game was sort of overlooked by a lot of people. And I do mean a lot of people. The problem with handheld ports of games and handheld games in general is they used to be sort of overlooked by many other players who didn't buy the handheld because they weren't mainline. They weren't mainstream console. The handhelds were just pick up and play fun. They weren't supposed to be that deep. Now, Super Mario 3D Land, obviously, is the forgotten Mario 3D platformer. If you look at ranked lists for like top Mario platformers, or at least top Mario 3D platformers, this game is never on those lists because some people don't even realize it exists. And I do think that's a reason why Nintendo could bring it over. They've got the technology to port 3DS games over. They're porting, obviously, Luigi's Mansion 2 over from the 3DS. But I also think as well, with the Switch sort of winding down in its twilight years, it's going to, be phased out soon with the Switch successor. I do kind of feel like it makes sense to go on a high note with a Mario game. And with this Mario game being Super Mario 3D Land and never really having much of a chance, I mean, it did sell quite well, apparently, for the 3DS. I believe it sold like 10 million units for the 3DS, which is pretty good. But many people don't even know this game exists, and that's kind of a red flag. But I do feel that if Nintendo needs a quick port job for the start of Christmas season, for example, of 2024, before the Switch successor is obviously released, because obviously we know it's not coming this year, they've confirmed it's not coming this year, then Super Mario 3D Land could be the easy choice. It's a game that people who have played it enjoy, and some people don't even know it exists. So you got a nice sort of range with what sort of audience you can expect for this game. Plus, as well, with this game being a Mario game, it makes sense because Mario is obviously widely popular. Everyone loves Mario. One of Nintendo's biggest franchises, obviously. And I do kind of feel like this is it. Like, this could be sort of the final big 3D Mario platformer for the Switch, because obviously they're going to want to save any new big hits they've got for the successor. So I just kind of feel like this makes sense, They've got the technology to port 3DS games over. They figured out how to do that. And it makes sense to put this game on a platform with a wider audience where it could probably get tens of millions of new sales. Plus, it's Mario, and everyone knows Mario, so it's quite an easy sale. You're not expecting people to go out and buy a Switch to play this game. You're expecting the already existing Switch customer base to buy this game and play this game. And that's where it makes a lot of sense. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Super Mario 3D Land should be ported to the Nintendo Switch? Or do you think it should stay on the 3DS where it lurks in obscurity for eternity, supposedly? Let me know what you guys think. I've been EC and I'm signing out. Peace.